Very good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Jeunesse online business presentation. I'm actually very excited tonight to be here with you and share with you an opportunity which has been also shared with me 3 years ago. So yeah, before we start, maybe you could just write down from where you tune in. I believe we have many attendees from different countries all around the world, so I'm very excited for that. Now, let me tell you one thing. The person who actually invited you tonight to be here on this online business presentation, they actually believe in you, and they really think that this opportunity can be an opportunity for you. For those who don't know me, my name is Sven Zokowski. I'm originally from Germany. I went to school in Germany. I studied in Germany, and I moved in 2013 to Dubai to pursue my career in hospitality management. And I started to work and continued my work, and I like my job, and I processed my work for many years before, after almost 4 years, I personally started to recap, and I started to really reflect and have a look on what had happened in the past 4 years and the forecast, what's gonna happen if I continue to do for the next 4 years what I did in the past 4 years. And that's where I started to realize that I was actually a little bit stuck and not really fulfilled in my situation. And I started to look for opportunities, and I've been so blessed to get introduced to a good friend of mine, a dear friend who actually worked in the same company I did. And he introduced me to this company, what we call Jeunesse Global. And in Jeunesse Global, we have one of the largest growing team right now in the market, which is unityglobal. And that's where I grabbed the opportunity, which is exactly more or less 3 years ago. And ever since, I built teams all over the world. And by the time when I started, people always told me that financial freedom can happen. You need to envision the company. You can also work from remote locations. And all those contributes to the journey which I did right now. I'm coming now live to you from Shanghai. So I moved to China to build the business over here, which allows me to leverage my success in this area. But as I said before, we keep the presentation today, and please reach out with your questions after the presentation. All right, as most of the companies, we do also have a mission and a vision statement. Our mission statement is the Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world by helping people look and feel young while unleashing our potential. And I actually love the statement. Why? Because it reflects what most people want, right? I do not personally know people who wants to look and feel young. Maybe you do. And unleashing your potential is something which along the journey becomes more and more important to me, because I always said if people are just looking to earn a couple of $100, then this company might maybe not be the right fit. But if people are here to truly unleash the potential of other people and help other people to do exactly the same, then Jeunesse can be the right company. Our founders of Jeunesse are Wendy Lewis, and their son, which is Scott Lewis. And Wendy Lewis been very successful entrepreneurs in their career. They built a lot of companies which make it in the Inc. 5000, which are the fastest growing companies worldwide. And they started to become, especially Wendy, millionaire by the age of 30, since he's been the one who introduced this software, which is until now used for NASA, for the space company. So very successful, but also very humble people. And yeah, we are blessed to have the cream of the cream in this company, leading this company to new heights. One of our headquarters, which you can see here in US, I've personally had the chance to be there once, and it's a colors. It's very big. We have more than 2,000 people working there, not for themselves, but they're working there for us. We have a procurement department, a finance department, a marketing department, right? Like each and every single company, Jeunesse have everything in one place. But that's not only the only headquarters, but we have headquarters in more than I believe 68 countries for now, which are not in that size, but which contributes to the success of the company. Our advisory board, you can see from the left upside, Dr. Nathan Newman, followed by Dr. William Amzalak, Vincent Giampapa, Donna Antar, John Bean, Luis Martinez, and Dr. Misalna. So those, ladies and gentlemen, which you can see on the chart itself, are people who are responsible for the distribution of the service and of the products which we have. And Dr. Nathan Newman is one, maybe some of you who are here tonight at this webinar know this person. When I joined Jeunesse, I didn't really know this guy, but I figured out in a medical field, he is kind of very famous, right? Because he's been not just nominated twice for Nobel Prize, but he also worked very, very close with Stephen Hawking and been contributed to a lot of medicine recovery and research which has been present until today. And Dr. William Amsalak goes the same, Nobel Prize winner once, and Dr. Vincent Giampapa, also a very, very decent dermatologist today with clinics all over the world. When I started Jeunesse, I didn't really know what I was actually signing up, but I saw an opportunity to really break free and get out of a life which didn't really fulfill me, and getting into a life which actually could allow me to have a little bit of more time freedom. That's what was my goal to start with this company. But at the same time, I was looking for an opportunity which can allow me to not just build in the courtyard of my home, but also to be able to travel. Right, and I believe there's so many beautiful places in this world. There's just not sufficient time to visit those places. And when I started in Jeunesse, I started to build, of course, in Germany, and I started to build in Dubai. But with the power of our system, and that's why I always say you have to have a system in place which allows you to not only build locally, but to build internationally. And that's what this business opportunity is providing you with. We are more than 155 countries and ever since counting. Sales volume in figures, we started in the first year of operations with $30 million ever since we doubled every single year until reaching $1 billion in sales in 2015. Right now we are sitting at almost $3 billion in sales. And if people will come to you and tell you, whoa, is it not too late to join Jeunesse at this moment? I only gonna say if we are just at $3 billion and the goal which will happen in the next 6 to 7 years is $10 billion, then I believe that's the right moment to be part of something very, very big. Another amazing slide, which always impressed me once I see it, is the comparison of seeing our company in comparison to conventional companies like Apple, Facebook, Amazon, and you name it, right? For instance, if you take Facebook into account, it took them 6 years to hit $1 billion in sales. Same goes for us, Amazon, 4 years, eBay, etc. So this just underline the fast growth of this company, and that there's something about this company which has been done in the right way, but also the forecast for the company is very, very promising. A couple of interesting facts. We are not just known in the B2C market, but we are also very, very known in the B2B market. We work with football clubs, Galatasaray Istanbul, Dynamo Kiev, Manchester United. You can name sports industries. You can name magazines like Prevention Magazine, Cosmopolitan, Vogue. You can name TV channels like CNN, where one of our Dr. Mark McDonald, who is also responsible for one of the product line, is many times doing TED Talks on different topics. So it's very, very exciting to see the company being present in media channels as well. Where do we participate? We are participating in an industry which you call a youth enhancement system, right? Because if you want to have an impact and contribute to a success for a company, you have to do some market research, and you need to know exactly where do actually people spend money, where do actually people are interested in, and that's the product which we have. So we do have products in all those components which you can see on the slide, and we always say we have products from inside out, but also products from outside in. Means product which you use for yourself on your skin, but also products which you take into your daily nutrition. And starting with the first product line, which is our flagship product, is the Luminous line. The Luminous line consists of 8 different product lines, which is a day cream, which is a night cream, which is a moisturizer, which is a cleanser, which is a mask, etc., and body lotion, etc. And those products are not just normal skincare products, which you can find in the market. If, for example, Estée Lauder or Nivea. But those products are based on something what we call stem cells technology. Now, stem cells technology is something which a lot of people never heard about. Same goes for me. It took me a while to actually know what stem cells technology is all about. But today, stem cells technology is very, very well known and widely applied in the medical and the cosmetical field. Why? Because it allows us to supply our skin, supply our body with the nutritional product lines which have impact on us on a cellular level and not just on a skin level itself. Right? A couple of results which you can actually see here are some results for my team members in Germany. So we have somebody from Nuremberg on the left side, somebody from Bremen in the middle, and somebody from Cologne on the right hand side. And those are results which you can see after 6 to 7 weeks using the products, because most of the time it takes 6 to 7 weeks to have a skin cycle taking place. Another product which I call is Instantly Ages, and I have just a short video for you to see what it's all about.
What you want to do is twist off the top. You want to squirt out a very small amount. Flip the lid over and reseal it. So you can use this file 2 or 3 more times. Is tap a very, very thin layer. I'm just tapping a very thin layer on her skin, but you want to leave it about 10 or 15% damp on the skin. Do not rub it all the way in because the product works as it's drying, so you want it to allow it to do this.
Okay, I'm going to start a timer. I can't see the...
You haven't seen anything yet.
You can use Instantly Ages before or after your makeup. First of all, you want to do all your preventative maintenance and all the good stuff first.
What do you see? What are you thinking?
Isn't this just amazing? I always like this video because it speaks a language for itself, right? We call it in Jeunesse Botox in a bottle or instant effect, and the results which you actually see are real results, not only on applied for B2C customers, but also very, very widely nowadays used in the medical field. And yeah, 2 minutes results which you can apply on your forehead, which you can apply under your eye bags, and it's just provide so many people the opportunity to get out of appearance on the skin which they do not really like to see. Another product which is kind of a revolutionary product since 2017, which the company introduced, is NV. And NV is the only makeup spray which you can nowadays find in the market. It comes with a primer, it comes with a foundation, and it counts with a sealer. And all those 3 products which you apply have a different purpose. They adjust to your skin color. We have different platforms which you can use it for, and widely used for celebrities. If you have any questions with which celebrities we currently work in and which celebrities are advertising our products on the social media channels, please drop me a message afterwards and I will share with you the results. Nara is a collagen drink, so that's what we call our beauty drink, which comes with vitamin C and with a lot of collagen. We basically, to say 5,000 milligram of collagen. And collagen is important for your hair, for your nails, for your skin, and it regenerate your skin from the inside. And Nara is something which you can use in the morning and in the evening, and it's a very affordable product. And I believe there's a lot of things to say, but keeping the presentation a little bit short, I will also drop to the next slide. Reserve is the most sold product within the company, and believe or not, we sell this product 30 million times to consumers every single month, which is an incredible number. And why is that? Because this product is a fruit blend which really deliver result, which I was actually in the beginning not really believing it. It comes with a combination of aloe vera, of green tea extract, of pomegranate, and one important ingredient which we call resveratrol. I don't know if the attendees know, but we in Europe, and especially we in Germany, we always figured and pointed at the people in France, because French people used to drink a lot of wine. And drinking wine in the evening, especially red wine, is very, very healthy because it helps you with circulating your blood sugar. It helps you to reduce your inflammation, and it's very, very good for your heart and prevent diseases to happen. And in this fruit blend, you have more or less, you have 35 grams of resveratrol in one sachet, which equals to more than 30 bottles of wine if you would drink them. Of course, there's no alcohol inside, but the effect which you get are very, 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 very strong. And I always recommend, if people do not take care about their health, at least try this product. Use it. If you're not happy, send it back, but you're definitely going to result. And we've got amazing results within this within this attendee list. which I would love to hear. But I believe that everyone who invited you have their own testimonial, which they can share with you after the presentation. EMPM have been kind of a lifesaver. When I mentioned in the beginning that I worked in the hospitality industry, and working in the hospitality industry can be tiring in a mental way, but also in a physical way. Why? Because you usually work on shift. And I worked for morning shift, I had the PM shift, I had the night shift, and I had the morning shift again. So the sleeping pattern, which I had, been very irregular. Sometimes I slept for 3 hours, sometimes I slept for 8 hours, sometimes I slept for 13 hours, sometimes just for 2 hours. But what I realized at the end of the day, it's not about the quantity of your sleep, but it's more about the quality of your sleep. And all of us have something called an REM, a deep sleep mode, and that's what matters. And EMPM will help you to regulate your energy and helps you to get into a more deeper sleep on daily basis. And PM helped me especially to sleep only 5 to 6 hours every single day, but be very, very fresh. And EM food blend, now we also have it in pills, which you drink in the morning, and it will kick off your day with energy and distribute it. Because most of the time what happens as well, once it's like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening, people get tired, people want to go home, people want to not do anything because they are very down, and EM will help you to really contribute your energy level, to distribute it on a pattern which contributes to your lifestyle. Zen is one of our secret weapons in Jeunesse. That's what we call, because Zen Project 8 is not just a protein shake, and Zen Project 8 is not just a weight management program, but Zen Project 8 is much more. We call it a fat loss program, right? Because what we do is we educate people how to live and how to eat in a healthy way. And most people, if they want to lose weight, they usually do already the first mistake by eating less, right? We and Mark McDonald, who you saw in the slide before, once said, if people want to lose weight, maintain weight, or gain weight, the only thing they need to do is eating 3 every 3. What does it mean? Eating protein, carbohydrates, and fat every 3 hours. Right? And if you do so, you regulate your blood sugar, because if people don't eat enough and eat in irregular patterns, the blood sugar goes up, the blood sugar falls down, fat reserves get stored in your body, and that's what can cause diabetes and other diseases. So Zen Project 8 comes not just with a product line, which will help you to minimize your appetite, to minimize your cravings, to regulate your blood sugar, but it also comes attached with the meal plan, which you can download and use for yourself. Zen Project 8 will promise you, if you use the products in an accurate way, you can lose between 2 to 5 kilogram of fat percentage and increase your muscle percentage. That's what matters, and not the water percentage in your body. Finiti is a Nobel Prize product which we have. We call it not an anti-aging product, but we name it a reversed aging product, right? Because in our cells we all have chromosomes, and the more we age, the more the older we get, the less the gap between the chromosomes will become, and the bigger the gap, the more we age. So we get gray hair, we get a beard, we start our skin starts to change. And what Finiti does is it reduces the gaps within our chromosomes, and it starts to reshape and reverse the aging process. And there are so many amazing results, which I would actually right now to share with you, but I also keep it for later on, or your invitee may share with you some further results. Now, what's the difference, what we are doing, and what is the mainstream of people, I call it, always do? And most of the people, same like me, when I started with Jeunesse, I heard about traditional marketing and I heard about network marketing. But if people ask me what is actually network marketing, and most people, they heard about this, they have a perception about this industry, but actually getting this on a business level really reshaped my idea of the industry itself, and showed me actually that the future is not lying in traditional marketing, but more in network marketing, right? Because if you're, for example, based in Dubai, and you go have a look on Sheikh Zayed Road, there's so much advertisement every single day that when I ask you which advertisement you remember today, you most probably gonna not have any name in place, simply because there's so much advertisement. And for example, if you take an iPhone into consideration, you can actually produce an iPhone for maybe $200 or $300, but to buy an iPhone will cost you more than $1,000, right? Because there are so many the value chain and the supply chain of people getting paid for one product is very large. There are import costs, export costs, then you have selling costs, then you have licensing costs. So there are usually 30 to 40 people being paid. That's why the biggest expense for any company nowadays is traditional marketing. You take Walmart, for example, into consideration. Walmart being one of the biggest and is still a very large player in the market when it comes to retails. Right? But suddenly Amazon is taking care and doing more towards e-commerce and stealing the market share which Walmart once had into store. And that's where network marketing comes into place, because in network marketing, we do save all those costs. We say, why should we pay money on advertisement if we can just save the costs and pay to people like you and me? So we have the company, we have Jeunesse, who is responsible for the global expansion, who is responsible for the product, who is responsible for the licenses, who is responsible for the support system, who is taking care about everything, logistics. And then we have you, who is responsible to use the products for yourself. And if you like the product, you recommend them to people, and for each and every single sale being made, you get compensated. And that's the difference. That's why we say traditional marketing, millions of people are spent, or millions are spent every single day on advertisement, and millions are paid to people like you and me in network marketing. And let me tell you one thing. The biggest amount of millionaires being created in worldwide comes from the profession of network marketing. And if you know some players, if you take Tesla into account, Tesla is purely a network marketing company. Does people know about that? No. Why? Because they are working in a direct sales association, which we do as well. In Jeunesse, we do have in total 6 ways of income. I do not really want to collaborate too much on those ways of income, because otherwise the presentation will be too long, but I believe the person who invited you can definitely share some further details. So the options which you have in Jeunesse is you can either sell a product to people if you like to sell, or you can sell a license and give someone the opportunity to do the business. I always ask people, if you would like to start your own business, what do you need? You need a license, you need manpower, you need marketing costs, you have so many expenses. You need a storage house, you need an office, right? So you're easily sitting, for example, if you don't open an office in Dubai in a free zone, you're usually gonna sit at least cost of 40 to 50,000 dirham, right? So the expenses for most people are very, very high. So most people either don't have the know-how how to open, or they don't have the funds. And in Jeunesse, you can provide you can sell a license to people who are part of a multi-billion-dollar company and build their own business from the comfort of their home. As I mentioned before, we have 6 ways of income. Number 1 is the retail bonus. Retail bonus is very, very easily explained. The Jeunesse will not only take care about most of the things which I mentioned before, but also they will provide you with your own website, with your own mobile app application, with your own marketing and online store, right? So for each and every single, let's say you have your own website, anyone worldwide goes on your website, purchase a product, you are getting paid. The company will call the customer, they will receive the feedback, they will deliver the product to the comfort of their home, they will do a follow-up, and you have no expenses, but the only profit you do is, in this case, $35 can be $45 can be a little bit less. It depends on the product itself. And I always say, if you have just 5-6 customers every single month, you're easily doing between 500 to $700 on a monthly basis. Depends, of course, on the product which gets distributed. The second way is what we call, now you're suddenly not starting to look for customers, but if you say, I will actually have people who would be interested to have a business license. Here, Jeunesse will compensate you, because now Jeunesse say, why should we do the advertisement if we have people, like for example you, who can just do business development for the company. And for each and every single distributor who is joining Jeunesse with a product package, the company will compensate you between $25 to $300 paid every single Monday into your account. The third way is actually something which caused a couple of sleepless nights for me, because I didn't really believe in the potential of the commission payments. And the reason today why I can enjoy to work for Jeunesse full-time and be financially stable and be in the position to help people like you to unleash your own potential and reach your own goals with Jeunesse is simply because this commission payments allowed me to have the flexibility which I have today. the Jeunesse stands not only for a one-man show. Jeunesse is a team effort, and Jeunesse gets paid via cycles. So I don't really want to get into cycle bonus. I don't really want to get into points, but the only thing what you have to know is each and every single product sale, each and every single distributor, each and every single auto ship, whatsoever is distributed within your circle or the circle of your teams, every single point gets accumulated. And the moment when you reach 300 points and 600 CV points, what we call commissionable volume points, the company will compensate you with $35. Now, $35 is not a lot of money, but I always like to ask you, for example, how much do you actually earn per month? And how many hours per month do you actually work? And now calculate how much commission payment, or how much is your salary per hour if you calculate it from your monthly basis in your hourly basis. And for my case, it's been just like $11 or $10 per hour, which I got paid in my job, which I had before Jeunesse. And that's where I realized if I just cycle twice per day, I can actually take a day off. And more importantly, that's the team commissions, what we're speaking about, is what we call residual income or passive income. Passive income means something that you are getting paid on work which you don't want anymore. And that's why I say in the beginning, you might work and you might put work in, but do not really see the results. But along the journey and later on, you will get paid for things you don't do anymore, because you build up a network, you build up a team, and this team will support you financially. That's what I love, the matching bonus. Why? Because in a cooperation, and just to give you an example, in my full-time job, which I had, I appreciated all the colleagues I worked with. I appreciated all the jobs, all the bosses which I used to work with. But one thing I didn't really appreciate and didn't really like was to be restricted in my own promotion, be restricted in the period of vacations I can take. And I always saw that people will help you to grow within your career, in your job. But people will never help you to become better than themselves, simply because if you become better than themselves, you are a competitor for them, and you might be rewarded with benefits they do not really see, so they try to keep you small. And that's happened many times to me. So I told myself, is there existing actually a business model which actually returned 180 degrees and can offer me an opportunity where I can help other people and be compensated on each and every single way, and really from the bottom of my heart to help people, not just because I want to keep them big or keep them small, but simply because I matter for them as a human being. And Jeunesse is paying as a matching bonus on 7 levels. What does it mean? The more you help your teams to grow, the more you help your teams to achieve their goals, the more you will get compensated, the bigger your team will grow. And I always say, if you have your big goal, for example, right now in front of you, make your team goals your goal, and all your goals which you have for your life gonna be fulfilled. So that's the main intention of having a leadership matching bonus, of paying you up to 7 level infinite. And if you take the commission payment into account, which we saw in a slide before, the commission payment gets infinite. So I will just give you an example. I give you an example for myself. I knew a person next to Dubai in Abu Dhabi, and this guy signed up somebody in Switzerland, and he connected me with someone in China, and suddenly my network in China started to grow. Never been in this country before, never touched base with a person, but for each and every single sale of a person on the other part of the world, doing any product purchase, doing anything for this business, I'm still getting paid because he was my 6th level. All the points gets to me, and I got 5% of commission payment. In Jeunesse, you can grow career-wise, and in Jeunesse we have more than 15 different ranks. But if I would ask you right now, what is the most important position to achieve? It's not a double diamond, it's not a Ruby director, it's an executive, right? Because in an executive position, you show that you are able to understand this business, that you are able to understand the basics of this business, and that you are able to help other people and take other people's priorities into your account and start to grow towards your next levels, right? And the higher you get in the position, the more compensation you will get. Usually, maybe just to add on the slide, the moment when you get towards Sapphire Executive or Sapphire Elite, you're actually able to do Jeunesse full time, because then we speak about a monthly salary of at least $6,000 to $8,000. Fifth is the customer acquisition incentive. So here again, we are reverting back to the customers, which we most of the time are speaking also about. So here, if you have any customers who would like to have products at a discounted price, the company will allow you to get them signed up as a referred customer. And with the moment when you have generate 5 or 10 preferred customer, the company will actually increase the matching bonus by 5 or 10%, which will tops up to 40 or 45%, but that's something not to focus right now. In a diamond bonus pool, you get actually paid 3% of global sales. And you saw the slide, we are sitting at $3 billion in sales, right? $3 billion. Now calculate 3% of 3 billion, and that's getting paid to your wallet every quarter of the year. How amazing is that? So I took this as my motivation, and I told myself it doesn't matter how long it takes. That's why you saw maybe the flyer where it was mentioned 2 years of basic knowledge, 1 year of masterclass, and 40 years of ultimate financial freedom. And the 3% of becoming a diamond definitely contribute to this goal. We do not only work together, we do not only travel together, but we also enjoy together time on different travels. I've been personally in Cancun in Mexico. I've been in Bali, not this year, but last year, and I had the chance to be in the Czech Republic for a paid incentive trip worth for sure at least for many, many thousands of US dollars and many, many other people as well. We have a Unity Global charity organization in place, which is also globally present. The person who you can see on this picture is Mrs. Veronica Fitzner, somebody who raised the charity. So for all the money which we raise, we always give it to people, and we raise it to foundations which are necessary to have some top up and need some help. And that's where we take responsibility, not only for ourselves, not only for our teams, but especially responsibilities for associations and for organizations outside from our circle. What I mentioned before is, or what I would like to mention, that maybe we have hundreds of attendees on this webinar, and there are for sure many people who have knowledge how to create an additional cash flow, no doubt. But I always say knowledge is good to have, but applied knowledge is much more powerful. Applied knowledge is much more powerful. And most people have the knowledge, but they leak and they lack in the application of applying their knowledge and getting it on the books and getting this to start in converting into their first commissions. And that's what Jeunesse is standing for, and that's what Unity Global is standing for. Just in Unity Global, we have more than 1 million people, to be precise, 1.4 million people worldwide in this team. And our team have the privilege to enjoy a training system which will teach you everything from A to Z about the business opportunity. It will show you what is the first step to do, what is the second step to do, what is the third and fourth and fifth and sixth step to do. It's kind of a Bible or kind of a manual if you install a printer or whatsoever, in a very simple way, with a lot of videos, with business presentations like this one right now. I'm coming now live to you from Shanghai, and I do the presentation in English, but we have presentations recorded, ready for you, very professionally done, in German, in English, in Spanish, in Italian, in Hindi, in Arabic, in all the languages which you can imagine. And this platform is where we invested more than 200,000 US dollars, is made for you to your success with Jeunesse. We also have boot camps taking place. Taylor Schweigert, who is not only a dear friend, but who is also my mentor, very young guy, 25 years of age, organized a boot camp many times in Dubai. He organized one 2 months ago in Dubai from the 1st and 7th of May. Already the next one is in the pipeline, where people gather for a period of a week and get, again, a very compressed training system taking place. We have also a short video which I'm gonna play. And last but not least, I would like to share with you our personal success tips. What I mentioned before, applied knowledge can be very, very powerful if you have a system in place which supports you. Step number one is make a decision. Most people, the difference between successful people and not successful people is simply because successful people take a decision even though they don't know if the decision is right. When I started in Jeunesse, I didn't really actually know what I was signing up for. I didn't really know what I need to do. I didn't really know where Jeunesse will actually take me, but I saw an opportunity and I told myself there are opportunities knocking on our door maybe 2 or 3 times per life. But if I don't grab it, this opportunity might be gone. So that's why I took a decision for myself to even sign up for something I'm not really sure about, but I believed in the people around me and I believed that I can make this work for myself. Step number one, sign up. You get your own website, you get your own mobile app, you get your own online marketing system, you get your own distribution channels. You get the opportunity from day one, from second one, to build your business in more than 150 countries worldwide. Step number two, choose your product package based on your favorites, based on your own budget, right? Because we always say, we will not share an opportunity with you. We will not share products with you. We are not convinced by ourselves. Be a product of the product and then share your results, share your vision, share your implications with your teams, with your friends, etc. And that's why we say choose a product package and you choose it once. And let me give you maybe an idea. I always ask people, if you want to have a small business, you start with a basic kit. If you want to start with, if you want to have in the future a big business, and if you want to have duplication into place, so you want your team to follow you as leaders, start a little bit bigger, get all the products at least once or twice, try them for yourself, sample them away, and the person who invited you can definitely guide you on that. Step number 3 is smart delivery. Activate your position, but just using one single product every single month for yourself. Step number 4, get the next event ticket. We have, we do have one person here in this webinar who have been in Czech Republic for one of our biggest events. Mr. Farhann attended Discover Jeunesse event, and he took vacations from his job. He flew over thousands of kilometers and he attended an event from Jeunesse. And if you may ask him, I always say there's a life before an event and there's a life after an event, right? And those events will shape you, not because of the mindset you get, but simply because of the skill set you learn, because of the people you met. And the next event which we organize will be taking place in Milan in Italy for more than 10,000 people. We had last week an event in Kuala Lumpur for more than 10,000 people. I'm gonna attend in 2 weeks of time an event in Hong Kong for more than 25,000 people. And those events are beautiful. Why? Because you get in an arena of thousands of people, all celebrating the same company, all believing in their own dreams, and all believing in the potential to help other people to unleash their potential. And step number 5 is to become an executive. One person on the left, one person on the right. It doesn't need to be too complicated. Think about 2 people who use skincare products. Do you know people who want to lose some weight? Do you know people who have problems with their sleep? Do you know people who have skincare problems? Do you know people who are not really satisfied with their job and look for opportunities? And I will tell you, take this opportunity webinar as a gift, because there's so many people, and that's what I realize on a daily basis. There's so many people who would like to have an opportunity, but just opportunities doesn't really lock the door. That's why you should be really, really grateful to the person who invited you tonight. And step number 6 is help your team to become an executive, and that's what we call a rising star. Step number 1, 2, 3, and 4 are done in basically a period of 5 minutes. Maybe step number 1 or 2 or 3. Step number 4 will, of course, determine if you would like to attend an event. They are also taking place, for example, if there are people tuning in from Dubai. There are also people right now tuning in from Germany, I can see, from Italy, from Spain. We have 2 people from US. So they are all over the world being people, being events taking place to support your growth in any facilities. And if you check on Unity Global World, you can actually see those events being plugged in the schedule, in the calendar worldwide. We have also one page which we call myevents.jeunesseglobal.com. If you go there, you will see every second day an event taking place worldwide. So in this regard, my wish to you is that you really take a decision for yourself. Don't take a decision for myself. Don't take a decision for the company. Don't take even a decision for the person who invited you. But really ask yourself, why did you actually plug in to this opportunity here? And my wish is that you feel comfortable, of allowing yourself to join a company who is not just on the right track of growing to new heights, but a company which people working for them makes a whole difference to the team which we have. And Unity Global is standing for transparency, is standing for respect, and is standing for community. And that's what you will feel the moment when you join Unity Global. So once again, please connect to the person who invited you. Please ask all the questions which you have. And if you would like to have a personal call with me, please feel free to reach out to me personally. Please connect with the person who invited you. And I can't wait to see you maybe on the next webinar, which will take place. So we will have in 3 days a webinar taking place in German, in 5 days a webinar taking place in Italian, in Spanish, and on the next week, I think today is Wednesday, more or less. Yeah, no, today is Thursday, sorry. Next Thursday, there will be again a webinar taking place in English. So maybe we can welcome you to Jeunesse, but not only you, but also your guests. So I'm very, very excited to see you very soon and to welcome you to Jeunesse. Thank you very much for being here tonight. And thank you very much. God bless. Bye-bye.